Have you ever wondered why God's heavy silence hurts so much? Today we'll explore 3 keys to sacred silence to help you find spiritual strength when He feels quiet. If you entered a spiritual awakening over 50, you know that when the external noise of being needed by everyone else stops, and this new season of life can feel like a heavy, painful void. If your heart is breaking in the quiet today, this next chapter is not a punishment or an abandonment. This silence is a divine assignment and a spiritual detox designed to strip away your old self so your true soulful purpose can finally breathe. Welcome to Upward Spirit Soulstice, my beautiful awakening souls. I'm Barbara Bedford, and if your heart is breaking in the quiet today, make sure to stay to the end for a heartbreak lesson that reveals exactly how God turns your empty space into a dwelling place for His beautiful glory. In my years working as a hospice nurse, I have sat at the edge of the ultimate threshold, the sacred space between this world and the next. When a patient draws near to their final transition, a profound shift occurs. The shallow, rapid breathing of the active, struggling suddenly stops. In its place is a long, deep, silent stretches out. As a nurse, we call this a sacred pause. The first few times I experienced it early in my career, and my instinct was to panic. Silence felt heavy, tense, and alarming. But with experience, I learned that the silence isn't a sign that nothing is happening. It is the exact moment the soul gathers its strength to cross over. The most miraculous divine transitions on earth do not happen with a loud crash. They happen in the absolute breathtaking quiet. But when a woman over 50 enters a spiritual awakening, that same silence hits her life. See, you enter your own spiritual hospice. The life you used to know is dying. The kids are gone, the career is shifting. Your body is changing, and the external noise of needing everyone else completely stops. I know because I've experienced that path over 50. You see, when the walls of silence hit you, it doesn't feel miraculous. It feels like a void. It feels like loneliness. And it feels like your heart is physically aching. You expect a spiritual awakening to feel like lightning and fireworks, right? But instead, it feels like this empty room, and your human instinct is to panic, just like I did as a young nurse. You want to fill the room with a noise, any noise, just to stop the aching, right? Breaks your heart because for decades you were just tired of the noise and fixing everything and caring for everyone. At that time, you knew exactly what to do because you were so busy, but now the silence forces you to look into the mirror and ask that terrifying question: who am I when nobody is calling my name? You might feel like it's God or the universe. Maybe you feel He's abandoned you when you finally decided to awaken. You might feel like you're failing, but I promise you this silence is not an empty desert. It's a crowded room of everything you've been running from. This is why the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 26 through 28 is so incredibly vital for you right now. The prophet writes, it's good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. Let him sit alone in silence, for the Lord has laid it on him. The Bible doesn't say silence is easy or peaceful. It's called a yoke. It acknowledges that it is a weight laid upon us. The silence is a divine assignment. It's a spiritual detox designed to strip away the old versions of you so your true soulful purpose can finally breathe. So if your heart is breaking in the quiet today, take a deep breath and release your shoulders. You are not dying. You are transforming. And as your spiritual guide, I'm going to show you exactly how to survive the sacred pause. You're going to step into your true power. But we need to talk about the silence, the heavy silence, the kind of silence that can leave you wondering if God has forgotten you, or abandoned you. Today, I'm sharing 3 keys to your sacred silence and why this season is not a punishment, not an abandonment, and not the end of the story. In fact, it may be the very place where God is preparing your greatest transformation. Make sure to stay until the end for the heartbreak lesson that reveals exactly how God turned your empty space into a dwelling place of His beautiful glory presence. Come in silence. Let's get shaking. The 3 keys to sacred silence. It's one thing to hear that the silence is a sacred invitation, but the question is, how do we actually answer it? When your heart is breaking, you need more than words, right? You need a way through it. So here are the 3 keys to turning that heavy silence, the silent heartbreak, into your most powerful, profound season. Solution number 1 is the invisible 8. That is shifting your mindset from I am no longer needed to I am finally being called. This is mapping out your new divine purpose. So today's action step, I want you to write down 3 things that you've always wanted to explore, but you were unable to in the past because you've been busy taking care of others. Now, ladies, this list isn't a hobby list, okay? It's a map to your new divine purpose. I put together a free daily sheet, Silent Heartbreak. It's a guide for women in the season of awakening. Now, you can download the link below and stay to the end for the profound message. Point 2, the solution for restless anxiety, the 5-minute soul settle. See, the silence feels loud because your mind is racing with what ifs and what now. Your nervous system is stuck in the doing mode of your first 50 years of your life. The spiritual solution is the practice, the active stillness. Be still and know that I am God. As a hospice nurse, I've seen that peace. And believe me, it doesn't come from fixing everything. It comes from surrendering. Be still and know that I am God. The solution is called the practice. I want you to spend 5 minutes each morning in total silence. Don't pray at God. Just sit with Him in silence. When the anxiety rises, breathe in peace, breathe out trust for 5 minutes daily. And when you feel yourself anxious throughout the day, it's okay. Go to your special quiet place and be still and know that I am God. Breathe in peace and exhale trust for 5 minutes. See, this settles the soul and it prepares you for clarity and peace. Solution 3 is a breaking heart. You feel lonely. The silence feels like isolation rather than solitude. The spiritual solution is to reach out from your own healing. See, we heal our hearts by becoming compassionate for others. So, today's action step is I want you to think of one person, a woman in your life, perhaps a younger or a woman over 50 or even a peer who is struggling. Send them a text or a voicemail today that says, "You're heavy on my heart." You see what that does. By you acknowledging her light, you reignite your own light. When you need something in your life, give it to another, and I promise you, it will come back to you. Because that's how I live my life, and I am living proof of that. So the final closing, the storybook lesson, the silent heartbreak. Imagine a woman standing in a quiet garden around 1 p.m. She's holding this piece of life that didn't go as planned. Her heartbreak left gaps in her spirit. There are empty spaces where a dream used to be, where a person used to stand, where hope used to burn. She looks at the jagged edges and thinks, Lord, there is nothing left but the holes. These pieces don't even fit anymore, Lord. There's just too much missing. She waits for him to bring new pieces, but instead, the master physician does something unexpected. He simply kneels down, takes those broken, disconnected pieces, and he breathes on them. He just breathes on them. And in that sacred breath, something miraculous happens. You see the gaps, those painful empty spaces, they don't disappear. Instead, they become windows. He weaves his own spirit through the breaths. He turns the missing parts into meeting parts. Suddenly, the very places where she was torn open are the places where she can finally feel the warmth of his light. He's reaching the corners of her soul. She realizes that her heart isn't fixed. It is transformed. You see, the heartbreak didn't leave her empty. It left her open. Open to versions of God she never could have known if she would have stayed whole. You see, God's breath is what gives life to death or broken things. He's just mending you. He's making you a dwelling place in His beautiful glory. Your heart isn't breaking down, ladies. It's breaking open. You are in the sacred pause of your own rebirth. The Soulstice, learning who you are and when nobody is calling your name. Pause for a moment. If this resonates with your heart, comment heartbreak. If this message encourages you, share it with another woman who may need hope, healing, and reassurance during their own awakening journey. Download the Silent Heartbreak, a simple daily practice sheet to help you quiet the noise, hear God's voice, and find peace in the sacred pause. Subscribe and join me on this weekly Upward Spirit Soulstice as we embrace the sacred second half of your life with faith, healing, clarity, and divine purpose. Change your mind, change your life. Love and light, Barbara Bedford, Upward Spirit Soulstice.